Okay, so where we last left off, I want to discuss to you guys on what paints I'm going to use to paint the Sinanju. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors, 6 colors that we need to focus on. Right now in the painting guide we have the red, we have the charcoal, but we have 2 versions of the charcoal. We have the yellow, and there's apparently 2 versions of the yellow. But, oh no, I'm sorry, there's yellow that's gold. There's a lighter tone of gray and black. So there's 9 colors. And the green is, of course, the mono eye. And the sensor. But, to get this out of the way, I want to let you guys know that I'm going to be painting all these kits, all the parts for this kit, with Alclad paints, Alclad 2 paints. So the base black is pretty much the definitive for this kit. I think I should have enough for this, but gloss black base is a base color. It's gloss and it'll be great for the black parts, but you have to understand I'm going to be using this for the entire kit because I'm going to be spray painting another layer of color. This is what I'm going to, because I'm going to use this as a primer. I may have to end up buying another bottle, so this one is something I have to look into. Now the next colors that I have, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be putting colors to the side that I don't need. We're definitely not going to be using Candy Indigo. For those of you who don't know, Candy Indigo is kind of bluish, so that's not part of this. This is for another kit that we've discussed. Here's another candy. I thought I got 2 of these. I didn't realize that. All right, let me put that away. So I'm going to show you 2 things that I have. First of all, I have these 2 colors. We have transparent red, and then we have candy ruby red. You've seen the picture that I showed before of the transparent red. And the idea would be spray paint all the red parts black. Spray paint all the black parts chrome, which I don't see where the bottle is. It's around here. Basically, I do the same thing that I did with the tall geese. But once that dries, I spray painted with the transparent red. This is something that I've done before on past kits, where I spray painted a light sheen, a light like clear red. I've done this before on the Master Grade Destiny a few years back. And I think there's a few kits I've had that I've done the same thing before. I want to try it again with this, and with the Alclad, how well it goes on the parts. I'm going to get an amazing result. However, I then got my hands on this one, the Candy Ruby Red, and this one looks pretty awesome as well. This cannot be simulated pretty well. It is very nice, but alright, well, basically I gotta get back to you guys on this because I need to explain to you what I'm planning to do with these, just so I can give you an example, because there's something I want to ask you guys about these. So we'll put these to the side. The inner frame will be painted, of course, gunmetal, which I've done that with my Sinanju Stein. So gunmetal will be used again on this for the inner frame. The same thing with the bazooka, which of course I have to paint those parts there, and then of course the rifle, the inner side of the shield. White will be white, that's easy. But I think I ran out of white. Yeah, I may have to order. I could probably use flat white. I have Tamiya's flat white, so that could be done. That could be used. It's very limited white anyway, so that's no big deal. I can get away with that. But going back with the gold trim, that's the part where I'm going to be running into trouble. And let's pull out let's pull out there it is. So we have the gold trim parts that you see here, and then you have another set of gold trim parts. As you can see there. So basically, if I wanted to, I could use these trim parts, these decals, to put it on the parts and don't worry about painting it black. Or I paint it black and then I put these trim parts on it, which is, I think, clear. I'm not going to do neither. And like I mentioned before, I think after discussing this with other, resourceful model builders out there, actually the only model builder that I know that will probably do this would be Prime. We came to the conclusion that it's probably be best for me to spray paint all the black parts gold. And as a matter of fact, I think I have gold paint, but I think I may have ran out of it. Actually, no, I do have. I think I have a bottle of gold from. Oh, here it is. There it is. I forgot about that. So I have gold here, which I can then spray paint all the black parts gold. Then, using masking tape, I carefully mask off all the trim parts, and then respray paint it black. The black parts, of course, it would not be a wise idea for me to paint black first, then gold, and then black again. I'll probably just prime it with a normal primer. Clearly I have a Mr. Surfacer 1200 here, so that will probably be the best thing for me to do. And then do this, and then this. Yellow, I have yellow somewhere around here in bottle form. I have to check. And I think that's pretty much it. Alright, that's the plan. I hope you guys think this is going to be cool. I don't know. Maybe some of you guys may say maybe it's not a good idea. Nevertheless, we're now going to begin building Sinanju. Now, you guys are probably wondering, why am I showing you two shields? Well, first of all, this shield belonged to my F91, no, excuse me, this one belonged to the F90 Gundam kit that came out at 1/100 scale. And this one was the full vernier shield of the GP01 from Stardust members. These were old plastic model kits that I've had in a box. They were scrap kits that I've had for God knows many years. This is before me putting stuff on YouTube. And I had these around for a long time. I was wondering, when would be an appropriate opportunity to use these for something specific or something like testing. And that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to use both of these to test out my idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take first of all, I'm going to take this guy, gloss black, and spray paint both of these. Once that's done, I will spray paint this guy with a chrome, followed by the transparent red. This one, on the other hand, with the primed with the black base, called gloss black base, I'll then repaint it over candy ruby red enamel. So this is what the parts look like before painting, and here is what the parts look like after painting. We'll begin with the ruby red. Now, I painted this part first with primer, let it dry, and using the candy ruby red color that you see here. I applied some layers. It's not perfect, there's some areas where it's a little darker, but this is what it looks like. I tested it out here on this side to see how it looks, and then respray tinted over and over. Now I didn't use the black primer. The reason, because red over black comes out stupidly dark. So there's no way I can I would have to apply many layers of red just so I can get it to this. So you definitely need a base coat of either white or light gray to do this. If I had this in white, which I do know they make it for base primer, then it would have been perfect for this, but I don't, which I may have to look into that. So this is the ruby red, how it looks. This, of course, is how it looks when I first painted it metallic, the gloss black first, followed by the chrome, and then lastly the transparent red. Look at that shine. And this is just a thin layer that I did. I mean, I could have gotten a little bit darker, but this is what came out of the red. And so you guys understand how this would compare with the actual kit itself, with the color of the red that the Sinanju has. Here's one of the parts that's in red right now. At first I thought maybe it would have been, maybe I should have spray painted it this first, then this, and then spray painted the ruby red over this part. Do the same thing. Kind of thought of that. I may have to take I know some people like to take plastic spoons, use that as a test bed. I may have to try that. But I kind of like how this came out. So, as I am preparing this kit to be painted and ready, I'm going to give you guys a couple of days to tell me, what should I use? Should I use the ruby red? Maybe try to see if I can improve it? Or should I use this combo? As always, document what you guys want me to do, which paints to use, and we'll proceed. Alright, let's move on to something totally different.